Hello, Minecrafters. This is Minecrafter here, also known as Maxcocoa. Today we're going to be doing an enchanting guide. I'm sorry about the box, it's not very nice, but I was low on time today. I got my video out kind of late. So, Minecraft enchanting guide. So, I'm going to tell you how to enchant in Minecraft and the best way to do it, and what my advice would be for what your current world could possibly be. So, first, when I started enchanting in Minecraft, I would just put an enchantment table in the corner like this. Now I thought, whoa, I could just make armor pieces and just put them together. No, don't do that. What you should do is, well, get one armor piece there, and you would get a book. How you would make a book is with 3 paper and 1 leather. If you need some help with the actual recipe, you can go into the recipe guide. Anyway, I am going to grab books. And you can turn them into bookshelves like here. So you need 6 wooden planks of any sort, not slabs, and then you would need 3 books. A little expensive, but these are very much worth it. It will give you better enchantments on your gear. Anyway, I need to get books. There they are. Okay. So, you do not want to put it in a corner like that, because their levels will be very poor, such as 1. And if you put it in a very weird area, then it can just act strange with the enchantment levels. But if you put bookshelf near it, then it will increase levels slightly each time you put a bookshelf. The maximum amount of bookshelves you would have in the area, you can put them in a 1 block away area, so diagonally it could do that. So I could put it right there and it'll be still working fine, but you cannot put it right there. That does not work. It does not work upwards. Or if I put them above the enchantment table, that does not work. Or below. You would have to put it in, well, I'll show you the area here. I'll show you the area where you can put them in. It is this area. This is not, this is like overkill for the enchantment setup though. This is not how many bookshelves you would need. You would actually need a very, not very precise, it would be a number of 16 bookshelves. So that means you would just break half of this and you would have 16. That would give you the maximum levels of enchantment, which is level 30 in regular Minecraft. I would not recommend doing this unless you are using creative mode or you know how to XP grind very well. Which XP grinding, the best way to do that is if you have a monster spawner nearby your house and you make it into a grinding farm, XP farm. I will get into that in another video on how to make an XP farm. It's a little complex to make. You basically have to have the spawner, and then you would have to have a water source that leads the mobs down to an area where you just slaughter them. And you gotta make sure that they spawn a lot, so you gotta just go AFK in a little area where the mobs do spawn and make sure that you don't get killed yourself. Like, have a little AFK area, make sure it's lit up and enclosed, and then boom, you will have your area. But like I said, I'm gonna explain that more in another video. So enchanting. So let's go back to it. Recommended enchantment level I would go for if you're starting would be enchantment level 14. If I'm correct, it is this many bookshelves. Yep, 14. And also, when you're done 14, I'd say go to 16 or 18. It has a chance of being 18. So I usually do this setup for my enchantments. I usually do this, or possibly I do that. It just depends on what I feel like doing. And so when you do have your bookshelves all set up, I'd recommend first getting fortune for your pickaxes. I only do it on iron, because diamond, it costs too much. You can make many iron pickaxes very easily. And fortune is kind of hard enchantment to get. You will get fortune 1. Oh, I got them breaking too. You also have a chance of getting other stuff on your tools. You have more of a chance on that happening with any kind of golden tools or armor. Everything else, it will be lower than gold. Diamond would be the next best, and then I think it's iron, then chain, and then your leather armor being the worst enchantments with bonuses. Oh yeah, not to mention like bows, crossbows, and tridents, and other accessories that you can enchant. Some of them you can't not enchant by using via enchantment table. You have to use an anvil by getting enchanted books, such as Unbreaking on your shears, or Unbreaking on a shield. Something like that. But there are many enchantments in the game. There's a lot of them for swords mostly. But what I would do is, get your fortune. Once you get to fortune 3, which is the highest tier, then you can get 2.1 times more in your ores. How you would basically combine your items is well, let's say, okay, let me grab some enchanted books here. Demonstrate. So prot books, or protection, as you would actually call them. I'm gonna grab some. How you would work this out, what you have here are some two protection 2 books. How you do not combine it is you do not do it like this. A 1 and 2 together, you would think it'd make 3. No, it just makes it 2. It would keep it as is, and it would use up one of your precious levels. Unless you've already done a combination of 1 and 1. You just combine the same level enchantments, such as Prot 2. In Prot 2, you would make a Protection 3 book. And you would do this pretty much as anything. And what you cannot do with some of your books is putting certain enchantments on certain items that already have it in that category. So, for example, I'm going to grab Blast Protection and I'm going to grab Protection 3. So, I'm going to put Blast Protection on these leggings. Now, I can't put Protection 3 on them because they already have a type of protection. So, it does not work at all. And I believe in Java Edition it does work, but it will erase the enchantment, or it will do something of that sorts. Well, I don't want to go into every single enchantment in the game, but we also have Bottle O Enchanting. It will give you a range of 3 to 10 levels, if I am correct. I do not remember exactly. I heard this recently. It did not stay inside my brain. They are very, very rare items. I would just recommend keeping them in, well, a special chest because they are so incredibly rare. You can only get them from a couple different locations. You can get them from villagers for very expensive prices, or you can find them in the pillager outpost, which has a pretty high chance actually being found there. But other than that, finding that piece of loot somewhere is kind of like finding a notch apple in a way. But notch apples are ridiculously rare, being from 1 to 0.1% in specific loot chests. And also, enchantment guide, I'm going to put the grindstone into this guide because it has been added kind of recently, almost a year ago, but still, it's recent. What you would do is, this is basically a... I really love that this item came in the game because, well, you can disenchant your items. It can be anything that you want to disenchant. So your book that has, look, the sea that you don't want, you would just throw it in there. It would give you some of your experience levels back, dependent on what enchantments are on the item that you put in. If the enchantment's more rare, then you will get more levels out of that enchantment. So boom. And yeah, definitely use books instead of new pieces unless it is an iron piece or below. That is easy to acquire. And I do like level 30 enchantment for creative mode. It's just fun to do. And I do like the setup. It looks very nice. And if you put some brewing stands on the side, or some things that look like candles, then it definitely looks great for your house. Piercing is pretty terrible. Punch is okay. Looting is overpowered, because it will give you 2.1 times more loot from any mobs. I'm kidding. That's not what I meant to say. It'll give you, let's say you kill an Enderman. They typically drop an Ender Pearl around 50% of the time. If you kill an Enderman with a looting 3 sword, it will drop from 1 to 4 Ender Pearls. Pretty crazy, isn't it? So it will basically multiply your loot table and make it much better. For looting, Punch is used on a bow, which, well, deals more knockback to the enemy, which is making it go backwards. And Piercing basically pierces an arrow through an entity, and the number accumulates to how many times you can pierce. And Fire Protection protects you from fire. Smite deals more damage to undead mobs. Respiration allows you to breathe underwater for longer. I didn't mean to get fire. Okay, and I got more. Fortune, we already explained. Lure will make your fishing time faster. Channeling will make it so lightning will strike if you throw a trident. Blast Protection will protect you from any explosion damage. Fire aspect, however you say it, deals fire damage if you use your weapon to hit a mob. It will be on fire for 10 seconds at 2 and 5 seconds at 1. Efficiency makes your pickaxe quicker, or any tool. Flame makes your bow, well, kind of like fire aspect with a sword or axe. And then flame, it will do the same thing, but it only goes to level 1. Multi-shot will shoot 3 arrows instead of 1 out of a crossbow. Riptide will fling you in the air if you are underwater. Actually, it'll just shove you. It's kind of cool. It's one of my favorite enchantments because it's just so fun. Feather falling will protect you from fall damage. Luck of the Sea increases your chances of getting rare loot items from loot items from the sea. Power will increase your bow damage. Projectile protection will protect you from projectiles more. Ban of arthropods will deal more damage to pretty much only spiders. There's only a couple arthropod mobs. Loyalty will make your trident come back to you. The number indicates how fast it will come. No pun intended. Aqua Infinity will make it so that you can mine at the same speed underwater and sea, like you would on land. Protection protects you. Knockback, I pretty much explained with Punch. Impaling does more damage to sea creature mobs if applied to a trident. Sharpness makes your sword or axe sharper. Quick charge will make your crossbow charge faster. Also, not all the enchantments can be found on the enchantment table. Depth Strider will make it so that you can walk underwater much quicker. We already explained that one. I'm just gonna be kind of going through here, and pretty much have the same ones. Blast protection. Riptide, there's so many things. Thorns, okay, that's one that's new. Thorns will basically have the chance of dealing damage back to whatever entity has damaged you. Okay, nope. I can't reset it. It's not Hypixel Skyblock. That's probably about it for the enchantment table, though. That's probably it. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of enchantments here. Okay, we're going to go over the enchantments you cannot obtain from enchantment tables. These are very, 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 very rare enchantments that are extremely useful. I'm just going to try to find... Oh, no, batteries low. Oh, okay, we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, where is it? I'm having trouble finding it. Technical... Oh, okay, we didn't even go... Silk Touch. It will give you whatever block you mine. So if you mine stone, it'll give you stone instead of cobblestone. But you cannot do this on monster blocks, so like silverfish blocks, I mean. Okay, where is it? I'm having trouble finding it. It's probably because it's so ridiculously rare to find. Oh, infinity. We'll make it so you have infinite arrows. Okay, these are the two. Frostwalker will make it so that ice will appear under you while you walk. I mean, when you walk on water. Mending is a very OP enchantment, meaning overpowered. Mending is a very rare enchantment, probably the rarest in Minecraft. Actually, no, it's Frostwalker, because, well, you don't have more of a chance of getting boots that have Frostwalker on them in the first place from obtaining from a mob or whatever. Mending is incredible enchantment, where basically if you get experience orbs, your armor or weapon or whatever item will repair itself. Very overpowered, especially if you put unbreaking on an item, then it will pretty much be unbreakable. Unless you take the item out of your hand very quickly. Every time you do that, that's the only way you're going to get a mending item broken. And that is going to do it for our enchantment guide. Thank you for watching. If I missed something, please let me know in the comments section down below. Oh wait, I did miss something. How to craft an enchantment table. You use 4 obsidian, 2 diamonds, and 1 book. Now I'm done. Goodbye. I can't even.